And as I promised, we have Santa with us. Now, he's very, very busy, so we only have a few minutes, but we wanted to just say hi to him and see how he's preparing and if he's ready for the big Christmas ride. Santa Claus, so wonderful to have you with us.
How are you? It's good to see you.
Good to see you again. I tell you, I'm always so thrilled when you can make the show and just say hi to us on your way through.
Yeah, got to run around and try to get everything done, you know. We only got a couple of days, you know.
No, so the big question, are you ready for the big ride on Sunday?
I am, believe it or not. I am ready. You know, they're loading the sleigh up as we talk, you know.
It's a full year preparation, isn't it, to get all the children in the world to find out what they want. And do you actually have a list?
Well, yeah, we do. We don't necessarily have that good or bad list. You know, most kids are on the good list, as you can understand, but we try to keep up with what they want for Christmas. But the hard part is they change their mind. You know, they're growing up, so they change their mind throughout the year, and have to go back and make a few corrections.
And so you scratch out and you'll try to relist if possible. You get a lot of letters, do you, at the North Pole?
I do. You know, some of them I can barely read, but you know.
Sure, because they're just little types. Because everybody loves Santa. Everyone gets into that whole Santa thing pretty early once they realize what it's all about.
It is, you know, and it's amazing some of the things they ask for, you know.
Like what? What do you think is like the biggest thing? Because things have changed from.
They have changed, you know, and sometimes you get lots of things, you know, about different toys, a lot of electronic stuff. But
you probably have tech elves now, don't you? Like total tech elves instead of like hammer and nail guys.
It's true, you know, but you know, this year I'm getting a lot of things about Legos and Barbie dolls again. You know, there's been some movies that do with it, you know, and they're in the process of doing a new movie about Barbie or something other, you know, so they're asking
She's
for
a much
Barbies.
more shape-friendly Barbie. I think it's much better for the kids.
A little more robust.
No, she's not that well. You know, when I was a kid, Barbie was had really unreal proportions, let's say, and now the Barbie looks like a real woman. I mean, like a very nice real woman and not too overdone.
That's good in a way, and it's sad in a way. And being sad is that you know, we're all getting bigger and bigger. Pretty soon everybody's going to be my size, you know.
But you have been trying to eat healthier. I know that Mrs. Claus has been on you this year to, you know, to trim down a bit. I mean, we're into this health food thing now. So has that affected you on the North Pole, I guess?
No, I'm in a seafood diet myself. I see it, I eat it, you know.
Well, you're like on a glacier or whatever, though. I mean, you pretty much got a lot of seafood around you. So wonderful. Yes. So when you load that sleigh up, I tell you, you still got Rudolph, I guess.
Oh yes, couldn't do without him. You know, we have some pretty dark nights.
Yeah, and Dasher and Dancer and Prince. You know, I think at the North Pole, you guys are pretty much immortal up there. You just keep going. I think you're on a different time continuum than we are in the world, because that's how you make it. Maybe that's probably is that how you make it around the world?
That's true. You know, they're actually pets. You know, they actually they have as much rights as I do up there. You know, and you know, all the elves, and they're spoiled. All of them. They're all spoiled.
They should be. They work really hard once a year. I mean, they're flying all over the world, landing on thousands and millions of roofs, and you know,
that's a lot of work, you know.
That is a lot of work, because they're kind of the navigators. I imagine you trust them to get you where you're going. Like, hey, Rudolph, you know, figure out where we are. And
very true. You know, I'm just glad I don't have to go down chimneys anymore, you know. I mean, that was pretty sooty, you know. That was dirty work.
So you know, you have a different way of...
got a different way. A little Santa magic gets me in the house now.
You know, and Santa is magic. I think that's what's so wonderful about you, is that you foster this wonderful belief in magic and in love and beauty and kindness, and you know, it's just a whole thing that for once the whole world can pretty much agree on one thing.
Well, you know, it's like I tell you every year, you know, Christmas is about love. It's about Jesus Christ, the baby Christ, and he was about love. And
Yep, so it all ties in with the season, the caring, no matter what you believe, where you are.
Exactly.
I mean, it's this loving, warm season. I think in the dark of the winter, that was always the original intent of the pagans, really, when they were celebrating that with the Christmas tree. But we said, you know what, we're going to take this, we're going to make it into a
Very
universal
true. Very
celebration. But you're such a big part of it. You know, again, that whole kind, loving, caring for all.
You know, I really love my job. You know, it gets me all over the world. I do all my traveling at once, pretty much. And
does it seem like a long night for you, does it, Santa?
not really. Everything goes pretty fast.
Well, we joke about kids being of all ages, you know, and so do you give to, you know, older children?
Course.
Like how old do you
Of
go? You know,
course.
you go way up
Well,
there, you know, so.
Well, how old can you get?
I know. I guess if you believe in Santa, you're
Exactly.
young enough to go
Exactly.
with the whole thing. So
It's all in believing.
well, yesterday we had music on and a wonderful song called Santa's Coming Home.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is after you've made the ride and then you're going back to the elves, the North Pole, and Mrs. Claus. And I
You
imagine
didn't
that
get a picture of me line dancing, did you?
I did. I couldn't believe it because here in Arizona we were thrilled to see that some of the elves actually were wearing cowboy hats and two-stepping in line dance, and I couldn't believe it. That was amazing. So you kind of get into that.
You know, I'm a country Santa. What can I
Yeah,
say?
you sort of have a little country twang, don't you, Santa? But it's always good to get home, I guess, after
It
the
is,
holiday
it
season.
is.
So what do you
It
want to
is.
say to the kids out there?
Well, what I would like to say to all of you is, make sure you mind your parents, go to school, learn, get real, you got to get smart because the world's getting smarter all the time. And, Christmas Eve, go to bed early, get a lot of rest because come Christmas morning, you're going to be busy. I'll be busy the night before, but you'll be busy Christmas morning.
Yeah, and put out the cookies and milk too. You still
Exactly.
like that.
I love those sugary cookies.
Santa Claus, the grand elf himself, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for making the holidays a wonderful, wonderful time for us
Well,
all.
thank you for having me again.
And good luck on your big journey.
All right.
All right.